You are now watching the ODTV.
Just give me a topic and I'll be ready.
Man, you can pick the topic. I do this.
What tribe? I told you my job was what tribe you from.
We already answered that question of you got to take a DNA test to do that. That's like rhetoric. That's what you call naysayer rhetoric. That's the people who are trying to sell the narrative you trying to sell. They say stuff like that. When they know that if a person take a DNA test, though, and they do say they from this part of Africa, they're going to call that fake. So you can't win with people who already believe Jesus is real. You can't.
I mean, it ain't for you to debate before. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
you trying to get shit squeezed out of it.
I debated the tribe. I just told you what continent I'm from. What continent my ancestors are from. What continent black people are from.
But we discussed that on part one. We both discussed that. The fact that you try to play me on that I said is 100,000 years.
But that don't matter. That you still making yourself look foolish because everybody knows that there's no number on it. If your ancestors,
it is numbers on stuff.
There's not a number on that. You can't say because I'm somewhere for this.
But
that's a very.
But my argument, only thing I'm saying is that when you talk about white people, you better say African. When you talk about Chinese people, you better say African. Everybody better be African.
That's not true. That's not true, brother. All people have African in them. Every human being.
So there you go.
But that don't make you 100% African. It depends.
So why are you calling us African?
Because we're black. All black people. It doesn't matter if you're in America, if you're in India, if you're in Asia, if you're in Australia, if you're in Europe. Your ancestors, I can tell without going into your DNA by looking at your skin color.
But the DNA thing with you is 100,000% wrong. Nobody even
1,000% correct.
Nobody uses that for that reason that you
yes,
think.
They do. I just told you about a study in Asia where thousands of people in China took a DNA test, and the DNA test was shocking to them because
their DNA test is different. They got some completely different things than you talking about.
It's the same science, brother. DNA.
But they're looking for themselves. They're not.
But they found Africa,
bro.
But they found Africa. 90-something% of the people who took the test out of the Chinese.
I know about all that.
So what I'm explaining to you is my theory is being proven correct every day with science all over the world, not just in America.
When it comes to us, trying to find where we come from.
To anybody on the planet,
they had twins that's from 3 different places. It's not real.
So when it comes to anybody on the planet whose skin is black and brown, that's still the genetic of the original man. The original man, that black and brown.
I mean, we call ourselves the original man.
I'm not talking about what we call ourselves. I'm talking about who the first Homo sapiens are. The first modern day humans, us. People that walk the earth today. We dominated every other species. We are the last one left. Our genetics is stronger than any other humanoid we've ever encountered. That's why we're all that's left. Now, of us, the ones who are black and brown, that hue, you being that melanated, comes from the original Homo sapiens who scattered out of Africa and went other places.
I told you the story that I have. Like, there's no reason to argue with me about it.
But your story has no facts in it.
No, it is the facts. I looked this stuff up before niggas got on the internet. I read books that got me to a point where I read all that stuff,
in front of your face. Your last name is Stewart. That last name comes from the way it's spelled, comes out of Europe. That means that
I used to do, like, I was smarter then than I am now. Like, I used to look at the pyramids and the construction of them and the mathematics behind it. I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That stuff is new to the world. Pyramids is something new. They're not.
But I'm telling you, when I was studying it at the same time that I was studying all the stuff I'm talking about.
I know what you're saying. And so when you should have saw the study that says that they've never found any Homo sapiens in America older than
it said specifically that we the second group of motherfucking black fucking people with frozen. I'm telling you, and they call them people the Niger Congo speaking people, bro.
How would that make sense, bro? And why would you be the second group when these other continents touch the first one?
I mean, every religion even says that. I don't get it. I don't get what you're saying.
Religion is new to the world. Religion,
but they got facts hidden in there, bro.
No, it doesn't. It has factual places. It has factual tribes of people. It has factual cultures. It does not have...
But I'm not even telling you that. I'm telling you
it's like Spartacus.
my research
It's like
that I know.
Spartacus blood in his veins.
You act like I'm talking about religion. I'm not.
No, I'm talking about, it's like Spartacus. Yes, you can use Spartacus and Gannicus and all these people that existed.
But just because you heard religion don't mean I'm talking about religion.
Just like the Godfather of Harlem. What does it say in the beginning of the show? We lied about certain things to make the show better. That's what religion is.
They kicking the ball off American Gods. Now I want to watch it, man. Now I got to go watch this crap.
Religion is the same thing where they lie about historical events in order to sway your opinion. So don't use religion. I
wasn't though. I just was saying.
Religion, all religion.
I said it lines up. I said it lines up with what I was learning. That's all I said.
Okay, so think about that. If we know religion is a lie and it lines up with what you was learning, then what you was learning is a lie too.
Niger Congo speaking people ain't a lie, bro.
And I told you about that. You keep saying that, but that's the Nilotic.
I mean, history is there for you to study yourself. That's why I don't have no beef with nobody. The facts will beat you up.
Science don't agree with you though, because the oldest Homo sapien they ever found.
They the idiots who told me.
The oldest person they ever found on Earth, Pac, is on the other side of the continent, from the Niger Congo River.
See, I'm going to tell you something else people not understanding. When you look up everything, it always go back to Egypt. They don't say where continent is from.
That's a lie.
Remember when I told you about the mammoths? And then when I looked it up from the beginning, the first place it said they was at was Egypt. They didn't say no continent. They didn't say anything. It just said Egypt.
That's bull.
And because you think Egypt is over there.
And I can tell you the truth. All elephants, they're going to tell you to derive from ancient elephants out of Eurasia. I'm telling you, bro. This is where they're going to...
I looked it up while you was on the phone. It said Egypt, and then they appeared in America. Like,
that's not true.
What don't you understand?
That's not how animals work. Animals were here before you.
Look at the charts that you're arguing about. I'm telling you, some of this stuff you can't even fight with me about. I'm telling you.
Because I can show you how it happens.
Well, look at the chart. It says Egypt, and the first place they pop up is America. And shortly after, they was in Asia. Like,
I used to be where you was. And I'm trying to tell you, brother.
You still ain't explain why the first place they popped up was Egypt. That's what it said. Don't give you no continent. It just say Egypt, which is a word we made up today. So.
Listen, let me explain this to you real easy. Animals was walking around, migrating to different places before humans set up any of these civilizations you talk about. Now, let's go a little bit further back in the history than what I just said. How can we go further back? We can go to their ancient ancestor, which these animals shared. The ancestor in his...
Which I hit you with.
Listen, the ancestor, but they have an ancient ancestor too. A mammoth does.
The megalodon.
The megalodon. Oh God, the megalodon is not an elephant, Paco.
I know, but I'm trying to get the word. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm trying to. Which there's one before the mammoth.
I know what you're talking about. But even before a mammoth, they all have common ancestors, Pac. Due to the time in which they was around.
Well, all you do is type in your computer and you will see. It's not hard.
Paco, it will tell you that these animals went to America, they went to India, they went to Asia, and they went to Africa. It will tell you that the elephant itself is not even from Africa. In the time before man,
everybody should line up with me. They created a lot of animals in Egypt. That's them facts. That's these facts, bro.
That's not it, because these animals predate you. So how could you create something that was here before you?
Nobody said they was created by humans. You still not answering my question. Why do it say the first ones came from Egypt? Like, come on, bro. Whether a human made it or them, whatever, nigga, that's what it says, brother. I didn't say nothing about humans.
60% of the biggest mammals, right, yo? This is how it's going to work. If you want to, I know actual animal biology, and this is how we know how it all got popping. 60% of the mammals that weigh over, 500 pounds on Earth, their oldest common ancestors come out of Africa and what they call Eurasia.
But why you keep saying Africa, brother? That don't make sense, bro.
That do make sense, because that's the continent, the land in which...
It says Egypt, so if you want to say Egypt, go ahead and say Egypt. But it didn't say nothing about Africa, bro.
If Egypt doesn't trump Africa, Africa trumps Egypt, because Egypt...
For one, Egypt is a new word, so for them to even put that is ridiculous.
It still wouldn't matter. If they was talking about Egypt, it would be the landmass. The landmass is still the same landmass.
So it's all Egypt always been Egypt is what you're saying. Like this is what you're telling me.
Land has been there. It has always been the same land, even before people.
It said before people
So
that
let me help y'all
that the
out. Let me
elephants
help
was
y'all
created
out.
in
Let me help y'all
Egypt.
out.
What don't you
This
understand about that, bro?
crazy, y'all. Because elephants and their ancestors who are older than them, remember, y'all, an ancestor is older than you. So an elephant's ancestor is older than all elephants that live today. The mastodon has an ancestor in which he comes from. Him and the mammoth.
And that came from Egypt, and then it turned into the mastodon, brother.
No, listen, y'all. It don't matter because they only share common ancestry, just like all.
And in my opinion, Egypt is only a culture and a certain group of people.
People made it a culture. It was a landmass that was inhabited by animals, just like you, biological organisms who are not driven by the same things as you and me. These organisms still were there, just like the whales.
I was taught with my knowledge that the things I learned that they was making animals and pyramids, brother. That's just what it is. They was making this stuff up. Like they was doing science and making
animals. People domesticate and mix animals. Things that animals could do on their own if they were just around each other. That's what people do. But they don't make.
You think they just sprung from the ground, huh? You think all these different animal types sprung from the ground.
You got here, they got here. The same way you got here.
And that's what I just said, right?
This is why
made, right?
Tell you
made.
You are an animal.
Made, right?
Biologically, you are an animal. Every animal, no, not just apes, every animal here on Earth damn near got here the same way that you did, especially if it's an aquatic organism. If it's a water-based life form, which all mammals are. Not just you. Why do you think they have to drink so much more than you do?
But why do you act like you know science and you don't know science and somebody could have made these things up? Somebody could have did those things.
I do because I read it, brother. It's not because I know. It's not just because I have these feelings. I go and I read.
You do. And you listen to a couple people online and you think you came to a conclusion.
So now it's belittle me and talk about me like I'm you and I do what you do to absolve yourself of being a fool.
I literally read it before I discovered that.
The person who said that elephants come from Egypt, don't call it Africa. Look at you. Look at you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be ashamed. Look, Africa this, Africa that, Egypt. Stop acting crazy, man.
Africa is where most life propagated.
It don't say Africa. It says Egypt, bro. If all you gotta do is look online and look up animal origins, bro.
The Niger-Congo River. You already did this once. You can't name things that are in Africa like that's not Africa. That doesn't make you smart or right. Don't you get that?
But Egypt is different. I said the animal. It said that, like we don't. They didn't talk like us today.
Egypt is just another country in Africa. It's not. It's no.
They not. But how you know they even talking about a country? It just says Egypt. Like that's not even. That's that. Come on, man.
Because that's what it was called.
You got to blame your scientists for bundling shit up like that.
For nothing. What I know is biologically, most of the mammals that you talking about, lions and elephants, they've been here longer than us. Way longer.
We already just established, man, you that lions was from here. And I'm telling you that camels was from here. All this stuff I done told you. Dogs.
Paco, if lions are from, well, we already know on the internet that you just told me to go on, and it said dogs are from Europe. The first dog ever domesticated was a wolf, like I told you. Not
a Zolox. So if this stuff is online, I just don't get why you still go with your narrative.
So why does it
I don't get it.
A wolf was the first dog domesticated?
A wolf ain't no dog, brother. But I digress. Cause this nigga stupid. It is a dog? You saying a wolf is a dog? That's what? Or it's a canine, but you saying it's a dog?
Paco, do you know what domestication means?
You didn't say domestication. You said dog. Dog.
The conversation wasn't.
We all know what a dog is, and we all know what a wolf is, brother.
About what was the first domesticated dog? And you said it was the Zolo dog in America? That's not what happened?
Yeah. You look for everywhere else and don't just look up what I say.
Did you say the Zolo dog was the first domesticated dog?
Yes.
You're incorrect.
Just like you ain't know about American lions, and I told you about them. I'm telling you about a little camel that wasn't quite a camel that came from here. it even come out in the sciences, man. Like I'll be coming at you with new science and everything,
So let me ask you a question.
and you still don't listen.
If the American lion's ancestor was in Eurasia, the cat that it came from, why would Africa...
From my lions.
Exactly. We're talking about lions. The cat that lions come from has been found...
Oh, now the cat that lions come from. See, you want me to do extra research?
Just like I said, yeah. Just like I said about elephants. The animal that they came from does not come from your continent. So
it showed up here first, so what are you talking about? After it says Egypt, they show up here. Come on, man.
They all left and went in different directions.
This is fifth grade studying from me, brother. I went on Google and it told me clear as day on many articles, nigga. Damn, you gotta go back to fifth grade, bro.
Yeah, I'm making a video out of this one because I'm gonna school you. It's so easy. An animal goes to a place and he eats what he eats and he lives in whatever element that he lives in. The point being this: when their ancestor, the cats that left from where their ancestor used to be...
Why are you hiding from America, brother?
I'm not hiding from nothing.
Why are you hiding?
What I'm telling you is the cats that were in America, in Eurasia, they left and they went to all those places you're talking about. They don't...
No, it said they left, they was in Egypt and they appeared in America. Like, you have that...
Okay, let me prove you wrong real quick. And then, like I said, what you just said is on record. It's been recorded. You just said that it says they come from Egypt and went to America. And remember, I just said that lions come from Eurasia. Their ancient ancestor was in Eurasia, and that's where all lions come from. Some went to Africa, some went to...
And how old is this research that you be talking about? Make sure you got a date on it because you outdated, brother.
It doesn't matter how old it is.
You outdated, brother.
It doesn't matter how old it is. I'm outdated. You sick, man.
You've been spilling the same shit for years.
Because it's correct. Because it's correct. Why would I...
No, it don't mean it's correct, bro.
Why would I change where I'm at when I'm already right? I'm already right because I'm going off of with the...
Oh, you're right. Every human got different feelings and different thoughts, and they can research on Google, and you're right. Okay.
Nothing to do with what actually is the truth. So let's look it up real quick. Where do lions come from? Just simple and plain. Bland question.
That's not a good question. Like, that's not how to research. What I want to do is teach y'all how to research, and that's not how to do it, man. It's definitely not how to do it, bro. Go deeper into this stuff you say instead of reading the first one, you know.
Said their common ancestor used to roam in a place that they call Eurasia. When I say that word, I think everybody with a brain knows.
Why didn't you just put America? If we're arguing about America, I understand what you're saying, but that don't mean it's a lion. It doesn't mean it just means you want to say a cat. So it is around there, like somewhere. That don't make no type of sense, bro.
Not true, because all these cats that you're talking about have been classified in their own different categories. You're just trying to you're buck dancing. So you're trying to throw shame on the information.
I don't buck dance, people. Just to be clear with y'all, I don't.
Listen, y'all. Listen to what he's saying. A cat. No, I put in lions, y'all. I said, where do lions come from? I didn't say nothing about cats. We know what a caracal is. We know
put American in. Why not? Because that's new research.
Nah, but we looking at lions and already. Because listen, y'all, he was talking out the side of his mouth. He had no information about what he was saying. He wants America to be first. Think about this. To him, America did everything first. They created pyramids first. That's where lions come from. That's where mammoths come from. That's who they gave the information to all the...
And he's right about that. A lot of that stuff is from America. Yep.
Think about what he's actually saying. But get this. There's only ever been one lion in all of America. Now, you got 13 living different types of lions in Africa today, despite the ones that's already gone. He only ever think about that, y'all. Why? If something comes from a place with...
The one I told you about is extinct. So how don't I think about that? I already broke you down when you kept saying lions only from America. I mean, Africa.
Why is it extinct? How old is it? It's not that old. The American lion's not that old, y'all.
Well, then them lions ain't that old neither, so...
Because their common ancestor is older. They're not
because
old.
now you doing semantics
I'm
and
not
you
doing semantics. What I'm doing is just showing
you
you
just said
exactly
you
what I
was.
showed you before, where lions.
You said they not that old, so
None of them are.
that
None of
means
them are,
that
but our lions
African
are
lions
even
ain't
older
old.
lions. See, that's the difference. Just like you only have ever had one hyena. You've only ever had one hyena in America.
I don't even know about that. So, like I said, you got more animal knowledge, except you don't look deeper into it. And I just told you the origin of these animals.
Panthera leo is a species, family, Felidae, blase.
See, that blase is what y'all got to watch out for.
Reading all the sizes of lions and shit and sexual dimorphism.
Well, go for the origin.
Short. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I said whatever. Because I wasn't gonna read every paragraph. I'm looking for the part of origin. Damn. But I got to be up to something.
You is up to something.
Because I'm looking for the origin. Damn.
When you read, you leave out things that important characteristics, or you'll add your own at times. Like you said, Huey P. Newton talking about African and shit. When I'm related to the nigga. Come on, man.
I don't care nothing about you or Huey P. Newton.
I'm just saying you ain't got to change nothing. You ain't got to sugarcoat nothing. Just say what's there.
You got two different taxonomies right here. One is Panthera, one is Neofelis. Neofelis is clouded leopard, sunder leopard. Panthera is tiger, snow leopard, lion, and jaguar. Scientific name by 1758. The genus Panthera was coined by subspecies. 1920, several lions type specimens were described and disclosed as subspecies. About dozens recognized between 2008. The dominant lion subspecies include Asiatic lion, regionally extinct Barbary lion populations in West and North Central Africa, Cape lion, Southern African regions, Ethiopian highlands, fossil records. Other lion subspecies are sister species to the modern lion existed in prehistoric times. Now, without even reading this, y'all, I'll read it for y'all, but without even reading it, one of the sisters he's going to be talking about is his American lion. Now, remember, y'all, I said this before I went into the paragraph. That's going to be one of the sisters. Remember, I told y'all they all come from the same common ancestor. But the main species would be the one with the most variations, like you find in Africa. So sister species would be the American lion and the Asiatic lion. I can tell y'all this before I even go into the article.
Which one is older, American lion or African? Like, that's all you got to do.
African lion. Because this is what I'm explaining to you.
Not because, why?
All African lions aren't the same, Pac. With a variation. Why you can't get that? Like all African people aren't the same? All African elephants, there are different types. You got bull elephants. You got bush elephants.
Why do those things, they start in America and they appear everywhere? That's all I want to know. Why? Why?
Paco, but you have no evidence that any of these things started. You have a version of it in America that you're saying is first, like you're saying your black man is. Isn't that a coincidence? I don't think so.
I think so.
It is that you're saying your lions first, your religion was first there, pyramid building started there. But they got more pyramids in Africa, just like they got more types, not lions, not actual 1 lion, 2 lion, 3 lion, types of Africa.
I'm sure they have the same culture over here as over there, bro. It's just that's just what it is, bro.
You got your culture from them.
Oh my God.
Because you got all your religions. Nobody on earth will have a language if not for the people of Africa. All languages used on earth today stem from them and their languages. So
I'm talking about a certain people, but you just want to keep talking about a damn continent.
Talking about their ancestors learn how to.
It said that Negroes discovered Egypt. What don't you understand? You can look it up yourself. If they didn't take it off the line by now, brother. That's what I told you about that.
Negroes built Egypt. Negroes built. They didn't discover anything. Mongoloids and Caucasoids discovered.
Whenever I say Negro, I'm talking about people that look like me and you, brother.
Yes.
I'm not talking about nothing else.
Just think about this. Just listen to your vanity. You niggas.
I don't have that vanity. I'm talking about the people.
You ignorant niggas. believe that y'all built something in another continent that 90% of y'all have never been to.
Ain't that the whole history of Egypt?
It's not.
Let me think.
It's not. It was invaded by people who live less than 1,000 miles away. What are you talking about?
Oh, just them, huh?
No, it wasn't invaded by just them. But what I'm
Everybody got a claim to Egypt, nigga. Don't be a fool.
This is the Europeans talking to him, y'all. Don't that sound like white Americans?
Nah, I'm just telling you, it at different times. That's why everybody claims it.
That's bullshit. The black people who are in Egypt are the descendants of the people who built Egypt. That's why they still there. That's why they still in India. That's why they.
I don't disagree with that. Why I disagree with that?
You can't disagree with it because they show them on TV and you see how they treat it.
Dagon people was there, Dogon or whatever.
And that's Africa.
It was a whole lot of different tribes. That Egypt itself was like America. They just had a lot of different cultures.
Egypt and the Niger-Congo River are all things that happened with Africans in Africa.
And Egypt never was the only place that had a culture like that, because Babylon was first, brother. Like, just cut it out.
No, it wasn't. Bible talk.
And it's really not. That's a whole culture. That's a whole thing.
No, it wasn't. No.
Yes, it is.
Then people learn how to build from the Egyptians. That's bull. Then people new to the world.
Just because that's what the Bible call it, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those people are the ones that built Egypt, which is fact. So
Egypt showed, listen,
even in the Egypt history book, Egypt not first in nothing, and he consistently loved this Egypt thing, and he think it's a massive land. That's what it is, man.
Civilization at one time on Earth. Now let me help y'all out, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something. Mesopotamia has
Mesopotamia. There you go.
Has no artifacts that show that they were around.
They got stone carvings on everything, huh? But they don't got no artifacts. Man,
he wouldn't let me finish my statement.
Disqualified.
He wouldn't let me finish my statement, so I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna get back to being the chill bride. Egypt, Mesopotamia has no history older than 4,000 years. None. I want y'all to understand this. Anytime y'all look at where Mesopotamia is dated, it's going to be dated a few.
It's basically in the Horn of Africa and west and west of that. Yeah.
I want y'all to think about it. Think about it for a second. We basing cultures, and we back to cultures and civilization.
And did those people have beards and afros? I think so. I think so.
That's a culture thing. Everybody in Africa didn't have that.
A culture thing.
Yes, that's a culture.
That's a phenotype, brother.
No, that's not true because you can get your beard cut. You don't have to wear it long if you don't want to. So culturally, certain groups of people like Samoan Islanders and
everybody. When we talk about black folks, all of us can't grow a beard.
But remember,
period.
Ruling in the absolute is idiotic. Don't ever say everybody or everybody.
I didn't at all.
The point is this, y'all. Everybody in Africa did not have the same philosophy. Everybody in Africa.
Absolutely not. They don't now.
They didn't have the same culture. They didn't have the same traditions. So basing anything, y'all, basing anything off of what happened in Egypt would be idiotic because Egypt is new to the world. We know that Egypt and Nubia went to war in 7,000 BC.
Absolutely.
Well, Mesopotamia is dated as 3,000 and something BC.
Well, we got a problem, Houston, because that was before Egypt. So we got a problem, Houston.
No, it's not. There's no evidence of it. There's no evidence of it existing before that. But see, here's the thing that he don't know, y'all, because he won't pick up a book and do the actual research. There's still parts of Egypt, not to this day, but when the colonists, it's white, when the colonists invaded, there is actual evidence of people who were living in an underdeveloped Egypt. See that 3,000 BC that they...
Boy, Joxer and Amotep and them started building pyramids, and they come on, man. They wasn't like that. Come on, man. They came from somewhere, brother. Like, stop.
I got y'all. He don't got y'all. I got y'all. What it boils down to is this. You got the key word when you're trying to disqualify using Egypt and Mesopotamia as timelines as far as when people come and when people go. I'm going to show y'all this. The way it doesn't work is because These places are called civilizations due to building.
Just a civilization, absolutely. Yeah, and that's all we've been talking about.